gotta say people's names better.
Well, no,
It's so hard.
it's hard.
It's so hard.
Love you.
I love you too. I will not cut you off this
Okay,
time.
thank you.
I think you got pink lipstick on.
Just making out before the show. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of hashtag AskLiveLeanTV.
Episode number 7.
Number 7. We're already at 7.
Yeah,
So hopefully you guys are actually enjoying the show. We're seeing a lot of engagement, so it sounds like you guys are. The questions are still coming flying in, so that's awesome.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the show, I'm Jessica Guthrow. This is Brad Guthrow, my husband. Together we run Live Lean TV, which is a show on YouTube. We also have tons of workout programs and nutrition content to share with you guys. And we just started this podcast recently to help answer your questions more in depth. So if you want to be featured on this show, ask us your question with the hashtag AskLiveLeanTV on Twitter at Brad Guthrow's Twitter.
Yeah, so that's the most important thing, is to use that hashtag. But if you have to ask us on our other social networks, if you don't use Twitter, you can do that as well. But Twitter questions always get answered first because it's easiest for us to find. And just once again, shout out to all the podcast listeners. If you guys on YouTube haven't actually downloaded our podcast yet on iTunes or Stitcher, go do that now. I've been a huge fan of podcasts. I just got back from a walk with my main dude back there, Bruno, and I listen to podcasts. When I'm stuck in LA traffic, I listen to podcasts. When I'm training, I listen to podcasts.
And everybody has like a commute to work at least, or some time when you're just doing nothing but listening. So this is a perfect chance to hear these questions and answers.
I call it Traffic University.
Traffic University. Yeah, you can get a lot of education during traffic.
Mm-hmm. So go do that, people. And if you have, let us know down below, and we want to give you a personal high five. Thank you for that.
Yes.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the question. First question from Facebook from Ahmed Gamal El Basuni. Probably just ruined your name, dude, but I apologize. That's the best that I could do. Now, that was
cute.
As you can see on the screen, this is like a long question, so I'm going to try to summarize it. Dude's lost 30 kilograms. Awesome work. He says he's 4.5% body fat. Big ups.
Shredded, man. Shredded.
So if I get to the gist of the question, he's wondering if intermittent fasting, can you build muscle?
Or the other choice would be 6 meals a day, right? He said, should I do 3 or 6 kind of? Okay, so real quickly, we'll just do a summary of what intermittent fasting is for those of you who may not be familiar with that term. Intermittent fasting is where you cram all of your nutritional values for the day into a shorter time period. So typically it's 6-hour period where you're eating?
The most general one is the 16-8. So 16 of no fasting. Eating, 8 of just eating.
Okay, so 8 hours, instead of eating throughout the day. Mm-hmm. So he wants to know, is that ideal for building lean muscle? I actually think that's more ideal for fat loss than it is for building muscle.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But
you're already super shredded.
Yeah, so if your goal is to build like bodybuilder style, big muscle as fast as you can, it's more about, eating frequently. That's not how we roll. Like, we don't really cater our message to the bodybuilders. I definitely don't consider myself a bodybuilder. I don't think you do either.
I mean,
I like to have more of an athletic, fitness oriented kind of a body, a little bit leaner than that. So intermittent fasting works for my body type. I actually have used it before. I like the results from it. I'm actually starting to get back into it right now again, just to throw something different at my body again. My meals are my breakfast is a little bit later in the day. So
that just means delaying breakfast and then making dinner earlier.
Yeah,
That's
so you just
pretty simple.
Eat in that shorter window. So if your goal, it doesn't sound like your goal is to get bodybuilder huge, so I think you should stick with intermittent fasting, test it out, see how you do.
Yeah, I mean, at 4.5% body fat, you're probably pretty stoked with your results right now. So
don't worry
not much needs to change with you. Man.
Yeah, don't worry about adding a little bit more fat. You're still rocking lean at 8%.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so the next question is from Agus Ruiz. His Twitter name is Agus Surd. Okay, so he wants to know, is it okay to start the day with a Tabata workout and keep on the normal training, or would that be too much?
Okay, great question. Thank you for that. That's from Twitter. Agus, I got to say, and I got to put this out there for a lot of people. I put a lot of Tabata videos on YouTube. I love doing Tabatas. But I think the perception is when people see these videos is that that's all they have to do. Now, true, you could just do that, but your results are only going to get you so far. It's like, honestly, like 4 minutes.
That's only going to get you so far with results.
With results. Now, what I like to do with the Tabatas, and if you've checked out my LiveLeanAfterburn.com program, I like to use Tabatas as the workout finisher. So it's like just kicking your body after your regular weightlifting strength training program.
Totally. So in Afterburn, the weight training portion of the workout will be about 45 minutes. Yeah, probably closer to 45 minutes. And then you do that 4-minute Tabata at the end. So your entire workout is still less than an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still, getting your workout done efficiently and everything. But 4 minutes only for the entire day, it's not quite enough to really see like killer transformation.
Yeah.
But it can be great for people who have come from 0 minutes per day. So 4 is always a lot more than 0.
4 is better than none. And so you're wondering, is it too much if you
to do that and
normal training, which is not. That's what
that is what Afterburn.
That's exactly what Afterburn is all about. So good job, man.
And check out all our Tabatas on YouTube. We have a lot of really good fun ones.
Add those link to our playlist. I think we have like over 20 Tabatas or more on there.
A lot.
Next question is a Snapchat question. We didn't get the name from this person.
Oh, whoops.
But question is, what do you guys think of pork rinds as a snack?
Personally, not a fan. I mean, I think I may have tried them once, but I like the idea of it. Do you?
Honestly, I've never had them before, but I think I would like it. Like, I love beef.
You probably would.
I love beef jerky, and like, and I'm just looking at the macros of it as here as well, and it's like
it is high protein and low carb.
High protein, healthy fats. It's from an animal, like
but it is the skin. It is deep fried skin of a pig.
Yeah, but if you think of deep fried, or not deep fried, but turkey skin, like when you have like your Thanksgiving turkey, like that's one of the best parts. So it's like the same.
I don't like skin.
It's the same thing.
I'm not a skin eater.
So
no.
I'm personally giving you the thumbs up. Go with it. But
from a nutritional standpoint, I have to admit, like the macros on that are pretty stellar. But I personally don't want to eat that. So, I think when it comes to decisions on what you should eat, you should first decide, if you actually enjoy eating it. And then also if the macros are positive, then it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
where can you buy pork rinds? Is that like, can you buy it like beef jerky? Because if can.
It's more like chips. Like they're like fluffy, airy, like
but
crunchy.
would it be in the section where there's like beef jerky? Because it's kind of a similar dried product. So anyway,
let us know in the comments. We don't even know where to find it, but I would assume it's next to the popcorn and chips.
Well, next time we're at the grocery store, I'm going to check it out. We're going to have to look. And we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, sure. Okay, next question is Carla Gaytan is this from Twitter?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, she says, what is the difference of calories or foods on workout days against recovery or rest days?
Okay, great question. So my opinion on this is when you're on a rest day, you don't need necessarily as many calories as you would on a leg day.
Or any other workout day.
By leg day, like I'm just being a specific example here. Leg day is when you use up the most energy in your body. You broke down as many muscle fibers as you can. So you want to make sure you eat enough to recover after that. Where on a rest day, you're not actually doing as much, you're not as active, so you don't really require as much. So if you're going to reduce calories, those calories should come from carbohydrates.
So what is the difference like in terms of numbers? Like I think is that what she means? Like how many more calories would you eat on a workout day?
Well, I mean, if you're burning 500 calories in your workout, you could have, it depends on what your goal is.
And it depends on your body size.
Yeah, it depends on if you're trying to gain muscle, lose body fat, so it kind of depends. But if you're just in maintenance mode, it would just be, if you're burning 500 calories during your workout, it would be 500 calories less food.
Yeah. I usually tend to estimate that a typical workout is around 300 calories. I mean, 500 would be a pretty intense workout.
That's an afterburn workout.
You'd have to be working out pretty hard. Yeah. But I would say, like, just, if you're trying to estimate what a normal, I don't know if there is such thing as a normal workout, but don't overestimate the amount of calories you burn, because that could be dangerous and put you in an unintentional surplus.
And I could just see the comments now. Well, I'm on a treadmill for 2 hours a day and I burn 1,000 calories. So We don't want you doing that. We want you actually being like lifting weights and being athletic and sprinting, not spending 2 hours on a treadmill if that's what you're doing. But that's a whole other question. So.
I know. We shouldn't go on and on about this, but I just want to make the point that living lean is not all about calories in minus calories out. Like we don't, you guys know from following us that we don't count our calories every day. We do pay attention to the values of foods and the values of workouts and the quality of things.
But there's got to be a big but when you say that. When we started, we did. When we had a goal in mind, we did. When you're getting ready for a show, you keep your calories. When I was trying to get build muscle, I log things. So it depends on what your goals are. If you're in maintenance and you understand the value of food, you can look at a plate and be like, that's generally around 400 calories. It fits. Yeah. That's when you can do that. But I got to keep saying this, guys. If you want to change your body, you got to change your habits. And if counting calories in the beginning, it's not a whole like a life thing. It's just for the first few weeks of your transformation, do it. It's so valuable.
That is a great point, babe. You're so right. You're so right.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah, and we tend to forget that we came from a place where we were not happy with our bodies, because we got results fairly quickly, in our first year of training or so. We got like results we were really happy with. But
speak for yourself.
What? It took you longer than a year?
Yeah, didn't you read my book? Think and Live Lean. My own wife didn't even read the book.
I read it, but I just don't remember it taking you longer than a year.
Oh, I was just so off and on, like because I was like everybody else out there.
It depends on when you count that you actually started.
Yeah, right? I thought results should come quicker. I thought like you pick up a dumbbell, you do a couple bicep curls, and you should be ripped. Like
I had a few years like that too, where I was just like in the dark. But when I really got serious, it took me just a few months. Like, wouldn't you agree? Like when you actually got serious.
I mean, it doesn't take that long. For me, but like I said, it's different for everybody.
Yeah. Regardless of how long it takes you guys, you just should know that if you're really at a place where you need to transform and you're not happy with the situation, then you do need to pay closer attention. But I hope we actually answered that question.
I think we did. Thank you for the question, Carla.
Really great question. And okay, that's enough.
All right, next question. Let's keep this rolling. We're good here. Next question is from... Man, this is another question, or another name. Amarellis from YouTube. I'm 45 years old. Usually in health magazines and YouTube channels, the advice for losing weight is for young people, in quotes. And the before and after pics reflect that. Is your 365 days a year Live Lean approach for any age and gender?
Love it. That's a great question. I guess I do have to agree that most magazines and articles you see are about transformations are young people, right? Would you say?
Disagree.
I don't know.
Go look at liveleantv.com right now.
Not on our website.
Let me finish. Go look at liveleantv.com/testimonials. You will see all shapes, all sizes, all sexes. I mean, this is only 2 sexes.
All sexes.
No, actually,
all of them.
No, I may actually have my dog on there too, because my dog went through a major transformation.
Yeah, but he's a male.
Yeah, but he's not a human. So anyway, the point is, I gotta call you out here. I just don't like when people use this age card or another excuse for not being able to get results. Yeah. You're saying you're 45 years old.
That's not old.
I'm turning 36 in 2 months. So no, I'm very passionate about this.
I can tell.
I'm very passionate about this because and I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but just the whole mindset from this is happening to me or I'm this, so I can't get this. I don't believe in that. Right. I really don't.
Right.
So once again, if you need to get inspired, go look at our testimonials on our website, because there's people out there older than you, heavier than you, everything that are getting
way worse off, with way less resources, who don't even have access to Facebook or wherever you're asking this question.
And there's a quote in my book that I put in there. It's like, if you think you are the only person with X problem that has ever lost weight or ever done this, if you think you're the only person that is like that, you got to just expand your mind, because there's so many people in your exact situation that are getting incredible results because they're putting in the work and they're just putting the effort in.
And having that belief that no matter what obstacle is in their way, that they will find a way. It may not be the same way that someone else did, but you got to know that you will figure it out. So yeah, that was a great rant.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Let's rewind. I want to hear that again.
We should just cut that piece out and use that as a rant for a whole other. Maybe we will. Maybe if you watch on Facebook, that one little clip will be in there.
Yeah, there are people living lean at every age.
Yeah, exactly.
So get it, girl. You can totally do this.
Yeah, we believe in you. Like honestly, if you are asking questions, you're subscribed to the channel, you are committed. So let's get you there. Next question from Snapchat from Michael. Says, what HIIT exercise will burn the most calories in a commercial gym? I like that question.
Oh, okay.
What you got?
So, like, he wants to know, like, weighted exercises versus body weight.
No,
probably,
just what HIIT exercise will burn the most calories. So, as in, like, sprints, treadmill, Stairmaster.
Yeah. There's so many choices. Tell me yours.
I think I actually have, I'll have to look into this. Actually,
you have a list of
I do. You just carry the show here for a second. I'm going to look up LiveLeanTV for a quick second.
Okay. This is a good question, but, we normally don't look at exercises in terms of calorie burn. But, it is a good question because you do want to be getting the most bang for your buck out of your time. Oh, you found it already?
Just found it.
Nice.
So if you guys
LiveLeanTV is the best resource.
Honestly, like I've been building this website for 5-6 years. Blog posts, like I think that we have over 800 blog posts on there with videos and everything. So if you ever have questions, which makes this show, that's the reason for this show. But just go LiveLeanTV. You can go to LiveLeanTV.com and go to the search bar and put whatever in there. So title of this blog post is, how many calories are you burning with your cardio?
Oh, and it's a list with values for each type.
So obviously this depends on your body type and everything else. But the number one...
I knew that would be number one.
The number one in there is the Stair climbing machine. And I got to give it to that.
Jump rope is a close second.
Because that one will kick your butt.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. When it comes to cardio, definitely that one is high calorie burner for sure.
But you have to build yourself up to it. So if you don't know is it called the Stairmaster?
Yeah.
Maybe the Stairmaster is just a brand of it.
I think it is.
But it's the one where it's you're walking up. Yeah, you're walking up the stairs. And I remember I used to have
It's a rotating staircase.
I used to have this competition with a girl back where I used to live, like she would be on there for 40 minutes. And I was like, how do you do that? And I was like, okay, I'm going to go on for 40 minutes. And I was like out by 15.
15. Is this calories burned per hour, by the way?
Yes, it is. So, okay, so this is
a
150 pound person would burn approximately 680 calories on the stair.
Yeah, but good luck staying on for an hour. Like he said, he didn't even last 15. So.
But I think I did build up one time to 40.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the longest I've ever been on there is 45. Yeah. I think. That's brutal.
But I haven't done the stair climber in so long, but I kind of want to get back to try it now.
And then the question is also what speed do you need it on to get that level of calorie burn, right? Because if you go slower, it's going to be less intensity.
Well, yeah, that wasn't. What do you mean? That wasn't part of the question.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
you're saying
to
that's
get
a
that
criteria.
Number of calories.
Yeah,
and that's a criteria with every exercise you do in a commercial gym or not. Is the speed at which you're doing it. Your body weight is also a criteria. What else would be the criteria? Oh, the length, the duration of time that you do it for.
Yeah. So
those
go
are 3
get
things
it.
To factor,
I want to see you guys. I mean.
Yeah, man, get on that stair mill.
I don't typically recommend, or I don't typically get on the treadmill or get on the cardio piece of equipment and just go.
Don't spend your entire time.
But that one is a really good. If you want to build your calves up, it's another good one. Like I haven't done it, so I want to get back on there.
But it wouldn't be the only thing you do that day.
Well, it could be.
Really?
Yeah.
You would go to the gym and only do
that? I would. I would that's one that I actually would do a steady pace. But I would also do intervals, but I'm saying you could do both. Like I'm okay with you getting on there and going for 40 minutes or building up to 40 minutes at steady pace.
Yeah. So I usually have my clients do that at the end of their workout, like the last 15 or 20 minutes. That's what I recommend.
If you're going to do weight training and cardio in the same workout, do the cardio post.
But I actually use it myself as a warm-up a lot. Like you see me warm up on there like so many times. I usually do about 10 minutes for a warm-up.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is from Carla.
Oh, she got on the show 2 questions in one episode.
Big deal.
And guess why? Because she posted on Twitter.
Hint.
Hint, hint.
All right. So I'm an athlete that does morning strength workouts every day.
I like this girl.
Killing it. Then 2.5 hours of soccer. Is that too much? Wow, every day. Strength workouts every day and 2.5 later.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a bit.
2.5 hours of soccer. 2.5 hours of soccer.
That's quite a bit. I mean, if you're in pro status, like where you're good enough and you know you're good enough in soccer that this is going to be your profession growing up, like you're going to go play for the United States women's team or something, then honestly, like, do what you got to do. But if you're just doing this for fun, I would say that's a little bit much.
That's a bit much. I don't know. You know, there's no such thing as too much because it all depends on the person. And
depends on the goal.
If you're totally loving life and you absolutely love this, and you do strength workouts every day plus 2.5 hours of soccer, that could be amazing for you. You know, we can't really tell you that's too much.
Yeah, but I mean, I would just make sure I don't know how old you are or whatever, but I would just be like, if you're only like, if you're like 16 and this is just a hobby or a passion of yours, I would be like, you know, enjoy some time with friends, with family.
Yeah.
Don't make it all about soccer and lifting and working out, but.
And if you've only been doing this for 1 week and you're starting to get burnt out, then there probably is too much.
Yeah, I would say, you know, an hour of strength training is enough, and 2.5 hours of soccer. It sounds like that's like an actual competitive game. So it is what it is. So it's all good, awesome.
But to do both of those every day, that is quite a bit.
Yeah, there's not many people who play high level soccer that will do strength training on the same day as well.
Right.
All right, how we doing on time? Let's take maybe one or two more questions. This one is from Snapchat from Dex to Real. Says, can you gain muscle mass while living lean?
Ooh,
good question.
Good one. Our favorite. Obvi. That's all I have to say about that.
Next question. All right, next question is from
Really?
No, let's go into a little bit more.
Elaborate. That's why we have this show, so we can go in depth for you guys. But yes, definitely. Like a lot of people think that to gain lean muscle, you have to also put on fat. Not the truth. Not the truth at all.
A little bit of fat may come. Like it depends on how extreme you take it. Where in
how fast?
The bodybuilding world, which once again, like I got nothing against the bodybuilding world, but I just kind of I put our lifestyle a little bit different than that. They will go to more extremes. Well, they will be in a bigger calorie surplus. Their activity level will go down a little bit, and you'll see them getting bulky. And then they'll have their season where they're getting shred. And they go down. In my opinion, that's not the best, it's not the healthiest thing for your body. And that's ultimately what living lean is about, is health. So that's why we don't do it. We get to a point, we call it like slow gains, where, okay, you may not gain as much muscle as fast, but you're also not going to put on that chubby body fat while you do it. You're going to stay relatively lean. So check out my Live Lean Mass program. In the future, I'm going to be coming up with another muscle building style workout as well. So it can be done. I did it.
I mean, the question is it possible? Yes, absolutely possible. But it's going to be different than...
Yeah, I've never officially bulked.
Yeah, like a dirty bulk or
never
a rapid bulk. Yeah, you've never done that.
Not that I can.
But you've definitely put on muscle. Like,
but I put on muscle, but it was like just a slow build.
Gradual.
Like it was a slow build,
and that's how you did it without fat.
And that's what I want people to do. It's like it's not a race. It's like just slowly get there. It's healthier, and you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, you don't need to put on 25 pounds of muscle in a year. You know, that's like too fast.
Yeah.
But what would you say is a good goal for weight gain for guys who are trying to gain weight?
2 pounds of muscle every 6 weeks or so, like 1 to 2 pounds. Like it's
every like program cycle, kind of. So at the end of the year, that would put you at like maybe.
Well, so every 6 weeks, 52. I mean, I don't want to go through all the math, but you guys get the point. Like,
if you were to put on 20 pounds in a year, that would be like a lot of weight.
Yeah, and it's also
lean.
It's also not a linear.
No,
like it's not like you're
linear,
okay. 2 pounds is 6 weeks. 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Like it's not going to keep going like that because you can't just infinitely grow.
And you know what's the other crazy thing is, I feel like leaner guys look more muscular usually. Like
absolutely.
It can be really deceiving. Like a lot of people think that you're heavier than you are, right?
What do you mean?
They do because your muscles are so plump. You know,
you mean size?
Yeah, they think that you're like 190 or something, right? And he's
175. 175.
Yeah, you're okay with telling everyone that.
Yeah, and I don't want to get any bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I got to 185 at a point, and I just didn't feel as athletic. I didn't feel as functional, and I was like,
A little too much gains.
A little too much gains. So you can get the gains living lean. All right. This is the last. Right. Let's go to the last question.
All right.
This is your time.
All right. Learning is for almost awesome.
Snapchat.
Okay. I hope I'm doing this right. On your next Q&A, would you explain your Team Live Lean? How your Team Live Lean family plan works, membership, cost, etc. Thanks.
Team Live Lean is basically where our inner circle people go and hang out. So we take care of them like our family. Every single month, they'll get a brand new 4-week workout program. They'll get a new cooking video every single week as well. There's a community section in there where they can post questions. There's a meal plan, new 7-day meal plan using the cooking recipe videos in Team Live Lean. Yep. And they get a grocery list every week of those meals. So it's basically, we do all the work for you guys, and we're like, on a platter, here you go. It's now your time to put it to work.
Yeah, totally. And then, also engaging in conversations, like helping them get to their goals, answering any of their supplement questions or nutrition questions, workout questions, all of that stuff. So it's really like a community of resources first and foremost, but then also of support and encouragement and all of that. So
that's teamlivelean.com if you guys haven't checked it out yet. And if you are a member of Team Live Lean, put some comments down below. Let us know what you guys think of it. It's probably like our best program where we give the most value for the least amount of money.
It is like a ridiculous amount of value for what you pay. Yeah, Team's been going strong for over 2 years now. So.
2 years? This is...
We're going on 3?
3 or 4 years now.
No, 2.5 at the most.
2012 we started.
When? Really?
Yep. Wow. Started 2013 was the first day.
Wow.
So
this time really flies. So, and that just gives you an idea of like how much content is in there, because we have not stopped pumping content in there since the beginning.
So that's another episode, guys. Thank you guys so much.
If you
are enjoying these episodes, make sure you are telling us that you're enjoying these episodes. There's a lot of work to put these things together, so we want to make sure that you guys are actually being involved. And the way that we know that you're involved and you're enjoying them is by putting comments below, liking it up, sharing it with your friends, using the hashtag AskLiveLeanTV to post your questions, and we will keep doing the show. So
yes, that is correct.
All right, so
thank you.
Let's before we go, question of the day.
Oh right, I think it's your turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
Question of the day: what social media are you hanging out most on? So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. What is it? Let us know down below. And also, when you do let us know down below, put what your handle is in those, because I want you guys all following each other. It'd be cool when you're all following each other. And make sure you follow us as well. Our links are in the video description below for all of our social media channels.
Yeah. Which one do you hang out on most?
I would say now is Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat's the new thing for me.
Actually.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Living Lean.
Boy.
Boy.